Yes, here he is, the man himself, Jerry Jones, sitting down with us now on your home of the Cowboys, 105.3 The Fan, on the On-Time Experts air conditioning, heating, and plumbing hot seats. And a good afternoon to you, Mr. Jones. Thanks for joining us here once again on 105.3 The Fan. It's always good to see you. How you doing?
Well, it's good to be. I see a familiar face over there, Brian, as well as a familiar voice here, and it's great to be here. And I've had a chance to visit with two or three groups while I've been out here. And when I'm in a situation or just around regular life, I always like to look and see if the comments about individuals coming from their mouths, if it just makes logical sense. And then I know what I may be dealing with there, whether it's a dumbass or whether it's somebody that's got a little deal about it.
Were you yelling? Were you pointing at me when you said that
sitting
dumbass
here looking
thing?
at Brian.
You were looking at me and calling me a
talking about
dumbass. I knew that was happening.
But I sure tried this evaluation on you many times, Brian, when you were around.
I think we're ready to get evaluated.
Now, do I think this makes sense? Well, I told our team the other day when I addressed them, I said, all you got to do is walk out here. And I'll tell you one thing, when you realize what the other 31 teams are practicing in and you see where we are, we don't have that DM. And matter of fact, we may start right there with being a little sharper. This is an advantage to just have the atmosphere, much less the physical aspect of it out here at Oxnard.
Thanks for bringing us out here all these years. If you don't know, these are our two newest additions to our team, Wolchuk and Chiafalo. This is their first camp. They're having the time of their lives.
Well, it's great to see you here. We have that in common. I really put my days here at these camps over these years, as well as right now. I really think it may be the highlight of my year. To get to spend the time out here, to get to relax. I do a lot of things while I'm out here. But, boy, this just seems like you're cheating.
Oh, no
you ain't kidding. Yeah, we're feeling like $1 million. A couple of rookies out here. I do want to say thank you, by the way, for the incredible accommodations with those porta-johns.
Oh.
That was one of the first things we noticed. These are the nicest porta-johns we've ever come across in our lives, and we wanted to make sure we personally said thank you for that. So thank you, Jerry. Do you have any advice for two rookies on their first
As
time
to the
in camp?
porta-johns, just remember it costs just a little more to go first class.
No kidding. We walked in there, we saw the hardwood floors. I was blown away.
Oh, wow, this is special, man. This is special. But any advice for a couple of rookies, man?
Well, I was giving you some right there, but I know I would say this. Let the feeling you've got expand your aggressive, your enthusiasm, your zest for what you're doing. Because you happen to be doing things here and what you do as a profession that people can hear your body language. They can hear your enthusiasm. And they can hear it with your pauses, or they can hear it with your excitement. So let this rub off on you, and it'll rub off on them. We'll let everybody have a little of this Oxnard feel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what makes you so confident that you don't need to go find another wide receiver? Let's do a little football here, and that's amongst the news items.
Well, confident may not be the word, but
okay.
But what is the word is that I really do know that there is progress stopping in everything. And this does give this group, who've until yesterday have certainly shown spurts or shown plays that they deserve to stay in consideration. And so we really need to look to, first of all, that's what we've got in hand, is this group of receivers. And we've got some receivers that have shown they can do some good things and are doing more things today than they did yesterday. And so Tolbert leads the list of the young ones that I'm talking about. Let's give these guys a chance. I don't want to be out here pushing, be aggressive as far as going outside, looking at what may be available on the that are free agents right now or otherwise. So I don't think it's urgent at all. I think we've got a lot of ways to throw the ball and a lot of people that can get it, and possibly that could do good. Maybe it'll cost more balls to go Lamb's way. Maybe that ought to be done. sometimes when he's not necessarily the right guy to go to because of the coverage, maybe that'll cause the ball to go his way. Why not?
I like it.
Jerry, the thing with Pollard, and is, we sit here and scream on the radio and we deal with the fans and stuff like that. Do you feel like that Pollard, has he been wasted a little bit in your eyes, or is it something that now you see that sense of urgency to get involved because you've seen him as a playmaker?
Well, I think waste. What would you have? And I'm not taking issue with what you're saying, but I feel good every time he's got the ball.
Yes, sir. But maybe
I feel
more?
like something's going to happen. I think the opposing team by now absolutely know they better defend him because he'll get away on you. And so I'm just excited about that. And hopefully by having the use at the level it's been, then he's stepped up here and he's in his prime. We haven't, of course, overused him, haven't worn him out. He hadn't been injured. And here he is, seasoned. He's a veteran player. We all know you're better if you can go through this period of time. So I'm drawing it out here. But, no, I can't say that, like I say when I think of not having reached a Super Bowl, and as long as it's been, what a waste to have had Romo here and not got to touch a Super Bowl. Now that is wistful, and that hurts to think about that. Pollard is not yet in that category. We've got a lot ahead of us with Pollard, and we do need to get him the ball. He's going to be a very effective part of our plan, and I'll assure you we will use him more.
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones with us here at 105.3 the phone. 105.3 the fan. Excuse me. How much more of that is as a receiver for Tony Pollard? You mentioned CeeDee Lamb, Dalton Schultz, and Pollard as big reasons why you don't want to go out and maybe bring in a receiver right now. Would you like to see him used as more of a receiver?
Well, are we counting our out of the backfield throws and sweeps and screens and the throw on the sweep? That to me is the ideal way to maximize getting the ball to him cleanly so that he can do what? Tuck it and do his thing and go. I don't have a lot of experience. We don't. But I don't have the vision of him going up and making the catches in the middle and going up on the sideline down the field and those kinds of things. And frankly, let's be candid, he hasn't spent a lot of his career preparing himself to do that.
Right.
So where I see his receiving, could he do crossing routes up a storm? I think he's got the kind of hands. Make no mistake, he can really catch the ball.
Now, Jerry, we're out here together. We're doing some team bonding the same way that your team is right now. We're rooming together in hotels, having some fun stuff that way. A guy who makes his own hotel bed every morning. Is that how would you describe? Is that normal behavior, where you're doing the full-on tuck, or is that like borderline serial killer behavior?
Well, I had a father that was so neat, and I call that neat. By the way, no one, even I used to travel with him. We got to work together when I first got out of college, and we traveled around like traveling salesmen. Mm-hmm. And, man, I'm telling you, I didn't even see him. We shared room. I didn't even see him until he was ready to have his picture taken. But he was that much, and he would go in behind my mama in the kitchen, and when she was flouring and doing that kind of thing, he'd be taking the cloth and cleaning the flour up around us, what have you. It caused me to do the opposite. Not really.
I'll be a slob with you, Joe.
I'm somewhere in between that. But he was the proverbial man in my life all the way. And so I've seen some guys that tuck that bed in and do it right that can really get your attention.
It's amazing.
Jerry, we always love getting a chance to get your thoughts on football and your stories. You never disappoint. So thank you so much. We understand you got to go.
Well, while I got you here, I just want to tell you guys what you mean to the team, what you mean to football, and it's a big deal. I initially, I guess, about the time 89, 90, you had it. It seemed like it was kind of really starting early in Dallas. for it. But what your way of involving fans in sports, as well as certainly from the Dallas Cowboys, it's been a big part. People, I see where the Cowboys are worth a lot of money. I see where we have all this viewership. I'll tell you right now, your listeners and the way you portray the game and all the guys you do, my hat's off to you, and we wouldn't be here without you.